Welcome to Duo Chat with Brittany and Cynthia, where we talk about drama shows from shows ranging from the 90s to today.
Hi everyone, I'm Brittany.
And I'm Cynthia. And today we have our guest host, Jaycee, with us.
Hey guys, thanks for having me back. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, we're finally all together.
Yes, it's been a while.
Yes, and I'm just so happy today.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about this episode with you girls.
Me too. I am going to be the nicest person.
We have a new thing today. It's called Brittany's Negativity Board.
So, I have been told by you two that I'm not very nice.
Nope. She's a downer.
So they told me I have to be nicer the whole episode. This is going to kill me.
We'll see how it goes.
See me, I can't fight back if I don't like something.
You can fight back.
Is it going to go on the board though?
We'll see. We'll see. This is a whole new concept.
Oh, so you two make the rules around here on this board of what goes on and what doesn't. Now, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What if I'm negative towards Pacey?
Depends on the situation.
Oh my god. You told me I'm always too nice to him.
You are. That's the only person you're nice to.
So if I'm finally being negative to him.
You're very negative to the writers.
Well, they're the ones who wrote the show.
I can't even argue with that. I can't.
There are episodes that you bring up how bad the writers were, and I'm like...
Because they're so boring.
Okay. And you wonder why I'm so negative over there.
We'll work on it.
Well, you were right about Pacey last time, so...
Okay, but we had this discussion. Jaycee is against us.
I think...
Oh, God.
Maybe his intentions weren't entirely pure.
You said he didn't have to tell Emma.
But he didn't lie to her.
Yes, he did. He didn't tell her
left
the
out
truth.
some details.
The big truth.
He just left out some details.
That's the biggest
It is a
detail
pretty
of all.
big detail, but honestly, it's a compliment. He thinks she's gorgeous. He thought he was going to win bringing her.
Or he didn't have anyone else to take.
It's a beauty contest.
He did have to bribe her to go. Bribe her.
Yeah.
Yes, but he probably didn't have anyone else to take. His
He
two
could have
friends.
paid anyone to take or to go. I would have took a couple $100 to go. You know what I mean?
He did.
Well, he offered Emma $25.
He did.
Well, then he bought her that $300
dress that
dress.
she cut up.
Ooh, I would have been so mad.
I know, $300. I said, how much do you think that dress would have cost now?
Oh gosh, triple at least.
Yeah.
I've never had a dress that cost that much. Holy cow.
No. You know, it's funny because it's like growing up, my parents would never buy me anything that expensive. And now, you know, as an adult, I definitely wouldn't buy that much for myself.
Heck no, we know now it's a waste of money. You can get some pretty stuff for cheaper.
Well, yeah, and even if I had a kid, you're still not getting that. I don't care what your friends are getting.
What, they're going to wear it one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be jealous of it. Like, my mom and dad wouldn't spend hundreds of dollars on a dress. They wouldn't even spend $100. But looking back, I get it.
And you know what? You still look cute.
Exactly.
Yes. That's the whole thing is, you know, if once you have like your bracelets and your necklaces.
You can dress it up.
Yeah, and your hair's all cute and makeup. What is it? Like, who's really looking at the dress?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be honest.
For real.
So, yes. But, did you like her dress when she got it up?
I didn't think it looked... Wait, after she altered it?
Yes.
No, I'll be honest.
It's not something I liked it.
It's not something I would wear, I should say.
Yeah, I think it looked nice on her.
One thing I didn't want to tell Cynthia was I liked the dress before.
I did like the dress before, but I still wouldn't have paid $300 for that.
No, I was like, that's $300? Oh my God, Pacey.
Was it designer?
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, $300? Because what around here is $300? Can I be negative to our own town?
Yes.
Okay, then what in the hell is $300 around here?
Ooh.
Dresses at the mall.
What mall?
Well, some
The
of
mall
them
we
are
have.
expensive at like JCPenney or
Mm-hmm.
Macy's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who shopped there? That's expensive.
I shopped the clearance rack there.
Yeah, I shopped there when I went to a
Okay, that was
Broadway
funny.
show.
Cynthia's mic just fell and hit her in the face. It was hilarious.
Good. You know, if only we had it on camera.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah, but that was the only time I bought a dress. That was a little bit of money.
Yeah.
It was for a Broadway show like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I've never spent that much money.
My most expensive dress was, well, okay, I lied. I bought a bridesmaid dress one time and it was over $200.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've had to buy bridesmaid dresses. Yeah.
And then it was for my cousin's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
She canceled the wedding and blocked me.
Wow.
I haven't spoke to her since.
Well.
Did you get your money back for that dress?
Oh, no, that's why she blocked me, because she wasn't planning on paying me back.
Jeez.
So we can leave that in there. Becca, you owe me $200 and some dollars.
Plus the tax.
Yeah.
And Michigan tax, you know.
I mean, it was pretty, but I only wore it one time. I got it cut short and wore it to my brother's wedding.
I at least you get to wear it.
Yeah.
Again. You know, the only problem with bridesmaid dresses is you can't wear them again. I mean,
No.
where are you going to wear it to?
Exactly.
First of all,
they're very
normally
specific.
they're not that cute.
They're not the color you would pick for yourself either.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then, I mean, you've already worn, I don't know, it's just, and they're long.
Mhm.
And, yeah.
It's not practical.
No, I mean, then you would look like a bridesmaid at someone
Yeah.
else's wedding. Are you a bridesmaid?
No.
You know how people always say that brides pick the ugliest bridesmaid dresses? It's like, I mean, there's not really that many to choose.
Well, you know what?
what?
I was a part of this one wedding, and the bride let us pick whatever style dress. Okay, so I was a part of this wedding, and the bride let us pick whatever style dress we wanted from this website. You just had to pick it in the color she chose. So we all had different dresses, but they were all the same color. Oops, I knocked over the negativity board.
I was waiting for you to say it.
But anywho, yeah, so I liked that option for dresses. I think if I ever got married, I would maybe do that for my girls, because the same style is not flattering on everybody.
No. I mean, it's a good thing I never got married because
You still have time.
because the problem is I have two colors and
Ooh.
I don't know which one to pick. But then I'm like, I could have the maid of honor as one color and
Yes.
the bridesmaids as another. But then I've like flip flopped of like, well, what color do I like the best? But then I'd have to like, I would literally have to put all the girls and be like, which one do I like on you? And then go from there because I'm like, I don't know. Because I like both the colors and stuff, but I'm just like, I don't know. So I guess I'd have to put both colors in there.
Oh, yeah.
So, but
It'd be a little more unique that way.
yeah, and apparently it's the same colors that my grandma had at her wedding. Yeah.
That's pretty special.
Yeah. So I guess there's that.
Yeah.
And since she's no longer here, I guess I could.
Be a good way to honor her.
Yeah. So there's that.
I like that.
Yeah. So, you know, if I ever get married.
What colors? Or is it a secret?
And some blue and pink, even though I hate pink.
Oh.
I hate pink, but I don't know, just pink on a bridesmaid's dress
It's
is
pretty.
actually pretty.
What shade?
I don't know, I've gone back and forth too. Because I like the darker blue, but I've also liked the lighter blue.
Yeah.
But I've liked the darker pink, but I've liked I'm like, I don't know. This is what I mean. I had to put on the girls and be like,
yes,
what do I like? Like,
Yes.
each one of you have a different color and stuff. Because I just like them all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
I wouldn't be able to narrow it down. Ugh.
But see, it's like, that would really, I don't know how much of like a bridezilla I'd be.
Brittany would be a huge bridezilla. I can see it.
Oh my god. Cynthia, do you think I would?
I don't know.
In certain aspects, maybe not like the whole wedding, but like
How?
certain details
What
that
details?
you might want. You're gonna want to be particular about where your people are at and how your decorations look. I think.
You mean like the order too?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I like you, you're at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that because now Jaycee's at the
You're
end.
gonna have a
She's
seating chart based on your favorite people and least favorite people.
I really did think about having a seating chart.
Oh, you see?
Well, if I don't really like you or know you, I'm not going to have you
I
close
don't think
to
there's
me.
anything wrong with the seating chart either.
Like, here's the thing. If I don't really know you, why would I want you
Close.
by me?
Right.
I
Put
want
the people close to you that you want
be around and look at and, talk to.
Engage with, yeah.
I mean, if I don't really know you, I don't want you close to me.
Right.
Go far away.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm having issues with you, why do I want you near me?
And also people that you're closer with should be able to be like more near you for your special day.
Yeah. What do you think of the brides being like it's just the groom and the bride and all their bridesmaids and groomsmen are not sitting with them?
I think it's a little odd.
Because it is,
but it's also, I can see maybe why they want. I don't know.
I don't, because
I
aren't they
wanna sit
supposed
with
to
my
be?
friends.
Aren't they supposed to be celebrating with them?
Yeah.
Like they're standing up for them. So aren't you supposed to be sitting with them?
Right. I like it when they have the party with the bride.
Well,
and
yeah,
the
isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, or at least have them near.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
your
don't-
own separate individual table. You got your whole life for that.
Yeah, and then you'll get tired of each other and want your friends back.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, I just wondered how you felt about that.
Yeah, I don't think that's something I would ever do.
No, especially if you don't like the husband.
Right.
See, and I can't say anything about this show. Not like if you were married to so-and-so because I can't be negative.
Wow.
This is so hard. This is really a rough life over here.
Brittany.
Oh my god. I am not having any fun. Okay,
We'll get there.
if you were married to somebody on the show, I can't say who because that would be bad and negative. But
Dawson.
you just said it. Would you want your bridesmaids to be next to you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But if you were next to Mitch or Jack, they can
still be by me, but I probably wouldn't pay attention to them.
Oh my god. That was so good. Oh my god. Okay, so you guys, what I learned today about Jaycee isn't something I ever wanted to hear her say.
What did I say? Oh.
You know what she said, right?
I have a feeling.
I don't know.
You hurt my feelings.
What did I say?
You said you were no longer Team Pacey.
Oh.
My god, my feelings were so hurt. I was like, what?
I like the new guy.
You don't even know his
I
name.
liked how he beat. Yeah, his name is Eddie. I liked how he beat up that professor.
Yeah, I like that, but over
He's
Pacey.
sweet to Joey. Look at him showing up today.
didn't.
Oh, well, we didn't even get into it yet.
He didn't buy her a wall.
You and that wall.
She doesn't even do art anymore. She just writes.
You bought her a journal. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Oh my god. So you like Eddie?
I do. He's cute and he's sweet.
That's the reason I like him. Because he's cute and he's sweet.
Yeah.
Now what about Pacey?
I mean, I still like Pacey. But I really like Eddie right now.
Alright, so let's play it. I said that in the future we were gonna do this game.
Again.
And with the future boyfriend. Now, I feel like Jack shouldn't really be on it. He was only dating her for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So I feel like Dawson should still be a part of it.
Yep. Pacey.
Pacey. What about Charlie?
I thought we only have 3 choices.
Well, let's add 4. You gotta kick 2 to the curb.
Okay.
So what would they be?
Gotta kick 2 to the curb. Oh, goodness.
Or as you like to say, dump.
I would dump Dawson.
Dawson's always your first one to dump.
I gotta dump 2 of them?
Yeah. Wow, what do you want to have, a threesome?
I get to hook up and marry?
Yeah, you still got, you haven't even said who you would hook up or marry. And remember, Jack's not a part of this.
Okay, right now, I think I would hook up with Eddie, but I would probably marry Pacey because Pacey's got a good job. Pacey can pay for all my needs. Wants and needs. And then there's one more I want to do.
Oh my
Is there another one?
Your boyfriend.
Charlie.
Oh, Charlie. Can I hook up with him too?
No.
I can't. I gotta dump him.
Wow.
I gotta dump him.
Wow. She would dump Charlie. Whoa.
But Pacey's making big bucks.
Okay. Do you remember when you told me I don't like blonde guys? Which is a lie.
You?
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Who are you dumping? And
Wow.
who are you keeping?
Wow.
I'm just pointing some things out there.
I was thinking about vacations and
Oh my god.
how I'd want my future to go.
But what if
And-
Pacey loses the job?
Oh, that's very true.
I
That could
mean,
happen.
especially with this boss, he could lose it tomorrow and then everything's gone.
What is Charlie doing right now?
I don't know.
You last saw him
He
on
was
tour.
going on tour, wasn't he?
Yeah, with his band.
For a year. You could live the tour life.
I don't think I want to live the tour life. Nope, that's my final decision.
I cannot believe you would dump Charlie.
I mean, if it was Chad Michael Murray, it'd be different, but
God.
he's Charlie in this.
He's Charlie. Well. All right. Oh, I never thought you would say those words.
I didn't think I would either, but like thinking about it logically,
Oh my god.
I mean, Pacey's cute. I don't know how I feel about his goatee, whatever the thing he's got going on. I think it reminds me of my dad a little too much, but
Oh my god. Oh my god.
yeah.
Oh my god, your answer killed me.
What's your answer?
Okay. So my answer would be I would marry Pacey
Mhm.
because that'll never change. And not for your reasons. I don't want him buying me things.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, you'd let him.
I'd let him, but I wouldn't be like, I'm gonna rely on Pacey. I would hook up with
Dawson. Yeah, you would.
really.
Eddie. Who? Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, we were starting to like him at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was good. And plus, he's not bad to look at.
No,
so,
he's not. Not at all. He's easy on the eyes.
So, yes, I would hook up with Charlie. And then I would dump Dawson and Eddie.
And Eddie? Oh, not Eddie.
Oh, my God.
Cynthia, what's your answer?
Probably the same as Brittany's.
Okay.
Wait, you would hook up with Charlie
Mm-hmm.
over Eddie?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Oh, my God.
I don't know. I like Eddie lately.
Is he looking good to you?
He is, and he's just sweet.
He's just so sweet. All right, this is season 6, episode 10, titled Merry Mayhem. Air date December 11th, 2002, and the synopsis is
Dawson goes back to Capeside for Christmas and brings Natasha and Todd with him, where Dawson can't get past the fact he saw Natasha and Max together. Joey also arrives back in Capeside with Audrey, where Eddie later arrives. There, Eddie meets Joey's father, who worries that Eddie might not be good enough for Joey. Pacey also comes back to spend time with Doug, who does not like the expensive gifts and constant lavish spending Pacey is doing after making a lot of money at his new job. The gang, as well as Jen and Grams, gather to have Christmas dinner at the Leary household, which goes disastrously wrong.
with no Jack in this episode.
Yeah.
Our little Jacksters is gone.
Where is he?
Apparently Jen said he's with Andy and his father.
And you're
It didn't sound like a real answer, though. It sounded like she was making something up.
He didn't want to be there with the group.
Probably.
I mean, it does make sense that he should be wherever Andy is,
Well, yeah.
but I'm surprised that he brought up the dad.
Him and his dad were getting along better, I thought.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, so we just start off with Joey narrating at the beginning about a girl who is just herself that she's talking about. Yes, Brittany, who's raising her hand.
Yes, you there?
Yes, me. I have a thing about this.
What?
Uh-huh.
You know, you're like, I'm ready to make a mark on
Yeah.
the board. She's narrating and all, which is fine. You know, it's not Joey's Creek, but
It's not Joey's Creek.
but don't you think Dawson should be narrating?
Well,
But anyway, she says that this girl is 19 in her little story. I thought in season 6 she turned 20. It was her 20th birthday when she was celebrating with everybody. And that was like episode 2 or 3. And now she is talking about in her little story the girl's 19. And I'm like,
oh.
do you not know how old she is?
I thought it was 19 too.
I don't know. I thought they said she was 20. I don't know. But that threw me off.
Is this her first year of college still, or second?
But I didn't really think her birthday was at the beginning of the year.
No.
So
They throw off a lot of stuff with, like, the timeline's never right in the show, I feel like.
yeah, I just wonder like how they did it, because wouldn't you have it all written out
You would think.
and then you just go back to it as your notes
Mm-hmm.
of important things? I'm just saying. It's kind of like if somebody's born on Christmas, you can't say about Valentine's Day is their birthday.
Right.
You just said Christmas was their birthday.
Doesn't
2 seasons.
change.
Yeah, it's like those kind of things don't change.
No.
So, so if you say their birthday is at the beginning of the year, it should stay at the beginning.
Yeah. Don't be switching it up.
Right.
People notice.
So, that was my thing, and I'm glad you didn't make a mark yet.
That wasn't too negative. It was just, like, a fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Joey's just asking Eddie this or that questions to see what they have in common.
That was kind of cute.
I was surprised that they said Coke or Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he picked the right one. Sorry, Cynthia. And Brittany. You both like Pepsi, I know you do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Coke messes with your system.
How?
You've never heard what they say to do? Pour it down your toilet and see what it does, and that's what
I
it
bet
does.
you Pepsi does the same
And
thing.
that's what it does to your system.
I bet you Pepsi does that too.
They've never said Pepsi. They've said Coke.
Wow, it's the
Just-
same
I've seen
ingredient.
people use Coke to clean stuff.
Exactly, because it's harmful.
Mm-hmm.
So is Pepsi. Google
But they,
it. What's the difference in the ingredients? But they got similar things.
but they don't say Pepsi. They say use Coke.
Well, because Coke's been around longer. Yeah.
It's because Pepsi tastes better.
No, Pepsi's too sweet.
No,
Mm-hmm.
no, no. I
Why do
can't,
more places have Coke than Pepsi?
because it's cheaper.
No, because it's the preferred beverage of America.
Cheaper.
No.
Cheaper.
Mm-mm.
I worked in the theater.
Oh,
It's cheaper.
Is it? I don't like Pepsi. I hate when places have
Listen.
Pepsi.
Because Pepsi, they bought Pepsi. Well,
Who did?
They had Pepsi in the theater, right?
Mm.
All Pepsi products. Then it got bought out. Obviously, I wasn't there. It got bought out, and my brother said, "Now it's Coke products." And I'm like, "Ugh!" So they downgraded themselves.
I love Coke. I think Coke is superior. That's
But
just
it's
my
because
opinion.
Pepsi's more expensive, so they were going for the cheap option
I mean, that would make sense.
as a business, but
Yeah.
you know, not for flavor wise.
That's a matter of opinion. I grew up on Pepsi, and I like Coke better now.
Yeah, it's eating at your system.
Huh? No, I don't even drink pop no more. I quit.
So what's worse?
Hmm.
Oh, I thought you were looking up what's worse.
They just tell me the facts, like Pepsi has more caffeine in it, stuff like
Ooh.
that, calories.
Ooh, it's worse.
Oh my god. Just because it has more calories
It is worse.
and
It's
caffeine.
probably got more sugar, too.
Okay, whatever.
What? Because I'm right?
No one said you were right.
I am. It is worse.
Your head said you were right.
The Google just said I was right.
You said the Google. Oh my god. Well, not according to Brittany.
Well, Brittany is not all-knowing.
Yes, she
Google is.
Google isn't always the best.
You can find the answers you need on Google.
Just ask Mr. Google, our former teacher.
Oh, goodness. I mean, Google does help.
Oh, how did you like when Joey told Audrey, you might be spending the next semester in rehab?
Audrey?
Yeah.
She was pretty harsh on her. But, I mean...
But she has been spiraling down.
Mm-hmm.
And she was throwing glasses at her friends.
When?
When she was singing at the bar, she got drunk. Eddie cut her off.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
And then she got crazy and started throwing glass and breaking all the stuff in the bar.
She needs some therapy.
And then I wondered how Eddie didn't get fired.
Right.
Well, why would he get fired?
Because she's underage.
Is she?
Mm-hmm. They are all
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I don't know
did
how
not
old he
pick
is,
up on
but-
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and he was giving her alcohol.
I used to drink in the bar underage.
Are we keeping it in there?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not saying which bars, but I used to. I don't even think they're open anymore. One of them.
But when Joey and Eddie were talking about what they have in common, Eddie said that the sex is good, and Joey said she had better sex in elementary school.
Yep, that was bad.
Meaning as she... Oh, wow.
That was bad.
Like, she couldn't have said high school.
Mm-hmm. It was bad.
She didn't want to say she was a virgin in high school.
It was
Why?
bad. Who says that the sex was better in elementary?
Yeah, it was bad.
As bad as...
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, she slept with Pacey
What's that got to do with anything?
in high school.
Oh, it was in high school. You're right. So
Mm-hmm.
she couldn't say high school because she was trying to say, like, it was better not having sex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but saying that, the word elementary.
Oh, I think she was just trying to get her point across that
She's trying to be funny. She
that no sex was better than his sex. For real. It was an insult.
So, there. And you're the one that said Eddie would be the one you'd hook up with.
Well, maybe Joey don't know what she's doing.
Oh my god. Well, she did sleep with Dawson, so there you go.
Awkward. Her and Dawson.
And then Joey invites Eddie to go with her to Capeside for Christmas.
I love how he didn't want to go.
I mean, it would be kind of intimidating. You don't know this girl very well. And
They just got together.
Yeah, she's like, come meet my family.
And all my friends that I don't really consider friends, but they're on the show.
Come meet all these guys I was in love with and hooked up with.
I slept with. Yeah.
Sounds like a great time.
Instead of spending Christmas with your own family.
Yeah.
And Joey did mention about Bess not wanting to get a Christmas tree. But once again, they use the R word in here for I think the second or third time in this season alone.
Are you serious?
She said her R sister, and I went,
This is at least the third time in the whole series, but the second time in this season, I think.
You guys remember when I think it was MTV started making commercials talking about like not using that and saying that's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just thought about
that, but. I just remember that one commercial with Hilary Duff.
Yeah. I think Avril Lavigne did one too. Anyway, it just came to mind. Mm-hmm. That's crazy that they were allowed to say that kind of stuff.
Well, look how many times Pacey brings up his brother's sexuality.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, every chance he gets.
I think Doug looked good in this episode. What? He did. He looked better than he used to look. Something's different about him. What's different?
Wardrobe.
I don't know. Is his hair different?
I don't know.
He just looked different.
Maybe because you haven't seen him in a while.
I liked seeing him and Pacey talk and catch up.
But that vest that Eddie wears, it's like orange. Reminds me of Marty McFly's and Back to the Future.
Oh, yes.
That's all I kept thinking when I was seeing him.
Yep.
No.
You don't think so?
Never watched.
You never saw Back to the Future?
What?
No.
Brittany, where have you been?
Oh, well, she doesn't like unrealistic
Not Back
things.
to the Future, I guess. Oh, okay, yeah.
What did you say?
You don't like unrealistic things to watch?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. It was funny how they got so many things wrong about 2015.
I didn't notice that.
Mm-hmm.
What were they
saying? Why would they say?
Like the flying cars, the hoverboard.
Why did they say in 10 years?
Well, it's supposed to be, I think, 30 years from his present day. All the technology that would be advanced, but not even close.
Yeah, but in 30 years from 2020 or 2002, it would be 2032. We ain't there yet.
No, I know. I'm talking about Back to the Future.
Oh.
Yeah.
He went to 2015 from, I think, 1985 or something.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so then...
Oh, is that a movie you'd want to be in?
Be in? Like acting?
Yeah.
Nah.
What'd you say?
Yes, that was the movie she'd want to be in.
Oh.
To the Future. Something non-realistic.
I never thought about what kind of movie I'd want to be in. I don't know.
What TV show would you want to be in?
I'd be in a horror movie. I'd be in American Horror Story.
You would die off first.
Oh, I would.
Oh my god. There goes Jaycee. The first one.
The bimbo on the show.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so then it turns out Audrey misses her flight back home for Christmas, so Joey invites her to go to Capeside.
Yeah, and she really doesn't want to go.
How'd she miss her flight? She was in the bar before her flight?
Yeah, it seems like it. Plus, she said that she thought people only missed their flights in the movies.
I've missed my flight a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because I got to the airport too late. Oh, the last time I just, I almost missed my flight because I was just being difficult and fighting with my ex. And I ripped up his boarding pass right before we got on the plane.
Could he even get on?
We had to go print another one, and then we had to run to it. And, well, I wasn't running. I was in my scooter. But we got on just as they were, like, closing the gates or the doors, whatever. Mm-hmm. Doing their last call. I was like, we're not getting on the plane. We're not going home. That was crazy.
So basically, don't travel with you.
Yes.
Yeah, and the only reason why Audrey decides to go to Capeside is because Joey's dad will be there. And
Okay, why
can ask
does
many
she want to
questions.
ask questions about prison?
Because it's Audrey and she's just a weirdo.
Nosy.
Yeah, very nosy. That's the right word.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ask her dad about prison?
I might have some questions, but I'm not going to be like, ooh, yeah.
Like she was?
Yep.
And then Audrey sneaks a sip of alcohol, too, after Joey leaves the room.
Oh, did she? I didn't even notice that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't either. But of course she is, because she's going down.
Yeah.
And then Pacey gets home first, where he sees Doug.
I love that scene. He asked him about where does the Mustang go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because...
I didn't even realize it was a Mustang before.
Right, yeah, because Pacey traded it in.
So that's what he was driving through high school?
No, it was just
Oh.
for a minute
I
during the last year or so, because his dad gave it to him.
missed that part.
And then, yeah, so Doug's just saying how Pacey looks so grown up now, because he does look different from the last time we saw them together.
Doug looks different, too. I know I already said that. But yeah, Pacey's beard, goatee, I don't know what it's called. It's very different. It's weird because he sounds the same,
Mm-hmm.
but he's got like that grown-up face.
Yeah.
Jaycee doesn't like the grown-up face.
It's strange. I'm Pacey.
Okay, what if Dawson would have had facial hair?
That'd probably
He
be more
needs
weird.
facial hair.
Why does he need facial hair?
Because Dawson looks young.
Mm-hmm.
What about Jack?
No, he wouldn't look right.
I think he looked too old.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So you're just hoping one day Pacey just shaves it off.
Yeah. I'm more of a clean cut kind of girl. That's what I like.
And yet you'd marry Pacey.
Well, nothing a razor can't fix.
Oh my god. But then Doug though. I don't get him in this episode.
Who?
Like what? Accusing
Doug.
Pacey of selling cocaine just to get that
Yes. Because he's like,
Doesn't believe
do you
Pacey can make
do you
real
know
money.
what? Yeah, he's like, do you know what your job is and
Yeah.
and about the company and stuff?
That did
And I'm
kind of
like,
rub me a little bit the wrong way. Like, you don't believe your brother is capable of being successful?
Mm-hmm.
well, and then Pacey goes, I actually work for a living.
Unlike him, is that what he was implying?
Probably, yeah.
Well, his brother does drive around.
Yeah.
So, in a cop car, thinking he is the authority over everyone. So,
Kinda is.
yeah.
I don't like that, though.
And then Dawson is at his house with Gail's house putting up ornaments on a Christmas tree.
Natasha.
Yeah, and Todd's
You
in
don't
the
like her?
kitchen with Gail.
I do not like Natasha, no.
I did.
I
For
did
a
at the
minute.
start, yeah.
She's not very genuine, as we find out.
But then I didn't like when she was basically calling herself a hooker and then Dawson was buying her and he almost got himself arrested. She almost got him arrested for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't like that. And then I didn't like the last episode where she like slept with Max and was all into him and calling Dawson. He's just a PA. Like he's a
he's
little
not
PA.
my boyfriend.
Yeah, it's like,
There's nothing
come on.
between us.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that she was even saying that about being a hooker because of her,
Her career.
Yeah. That could have easily have gotten out to the tabloids and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Why is she there?
With Dawson?
Yeah. They just got
to
together.
pair him up with somebody, I guess. Since he's not with Joey or anybody else.
Jen doesn't have anyone.
I mean, it does make sense with where he works. He would have probably eventually ended up that way anyhow, but he could be, doing
Why
better
is
than
his
Natasha.
boss there?
For the
Because he has
entertainment.
nowhere else to go, probably.
Oh, so he's just like, might as well come home with me.
Yeah, and him and Todd are close, so.
Yeah.
But it was kind of
It's
gross how he was,
strange.
talking about Gail and everything.
Yeah. I was like, whoa.
Didn't like it.
It was funny, though, too.
I didn't like it, and I didn't like that Dawson didn't do anything.
What's he supposed to do? It's his boss.
So? That's your mom.
Yeah, but at the same time, this is a big break for Dawson.
Yes, but this is downtime. Okay, you're gonna mess with my mom, you're gonna go out the door.
It's downtime, but he probably would have used it against him for work.
He uses everything against him,
And
so
then
it'll just be another thing.
Gail is a grown woman. Gail can stick up for herself.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she enjoyed it. No,
She did not enjoy it.
I can't even run with that one.
She did not enjoy that at all.
Oh.
She was doing everything she could to get away
She
from
was probably
him.
a little entertained by it.
Well, then Gail joins Dawson in the living room, and Natasha goes in the kitchen, and she says that Natasha is a trip. Doesn't really think too much of her.
Do we see Lily in
No.
this? I was wondering where she was.
Napping.
Yeah, I guess.
But my thing is, Gail's hard on everyone Dawson dates.
Mm-hmm.
She was hard on Gretchen.
Yeah.
She was hard on Joey when they first got together.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like it's new that Gail is being hard on Natasha.
Right.
So if Natasha's feeling, your mom doesn't like me, she's been hard on all of them. So what are you talking about?
I mean, that's kind of a parent's job, right?
Mm-hmm. Because didn't she kind of ask the same questions? What are you doing with Jen?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's everyone he's dated. So
Yeah.
That's her baby boy, and she wants the best for him.
Mm-hmm. And she doesn't want him just hooking up with anyone.
Especially that girl. I love, though, that they were talking about Mitch and how he would have got a kick out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That he brought home his movie star girlfriend.
And his boss.
Yeah, and his boss.
That's hitting on Mitch's wife.
Oh, gosh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
No.
I do like that they're talking about Mitch, though. Keeping his spirit alive.
Mm-hmm.
Miss him.
And apparently Todd made eggnog.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was he made.
Did
I
he
was
put
wondering what spiked
alcohol or-
eggnog.
yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I do like some spiked eggnog. I don't like
Whoa.
I don't like regular eggnog, but I like it with a little bit of rum or whiskey in it.
I've never
Just at
tried
the
it.
holidays.
Yeah, I never tried it.
Do you guys like eggnog?
We never tried
Oh, that's weird.
I don't like the word.
I don't even know how to describe the taste. It's very unique.
it. Mm-hmm.
It's like a Richie kind of like.
It's creamy, but it's
Oh.
like got like a cinnamony, like nutmeg flavor to it.
I probably wouldn't like it.
It's strange. It's not something I would just sit and drink a whole glass of.
No. I mean, if they had hot chocolate, on the other hand,
Yum.
I'll take that.
I haven't had that in a while.
And then I thought it was funny how Todd told Dawson that his mom is quite a handsome woman.
Handsome woman.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you find this weird when Todd told Dawson, do you mind if I have a go at her? I'm like,
A go at her. Oh,
Like-
God.
what?
Of course he minds.
Yeah, that's his mom.
Right.
Ugh.
That's
the guy's
what,
so full of himself.
like, that's the thing is Dawson said nothing. I was like,
He probably knew his mom wouldn't have gone for it, so he just didn't
Yeah,
want
he
to
did give
deal
him
with
a
it.
look.
I didn't like it.
I did think he was quite hilarious, though, when he said
Yes, he
Grace.
He was entertaining, yes.
I was laughing my butt off when he was saying Grace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we just see the scenes of everyone in the living room, around the tree at the Leary house, and then Jen and Gramps at church, and Joey and Audrey with Joey's family at Bess's house.
We got to see a little kid. Alexander. He's no longer a baby.
Yeah, Josephine.
Is that what he was calling her?
Yeah, I think he did.
I thought he said Auntie Joey,
Oh, maybe he
Yeah.
did. I thought I heard him call her Somebody called her Josephine.
Maybe Bess.
or her dad.
But
Maybe it was her dad.
because I know that she was calling herself Auntie Joey is tired. And I'm like, really, Joey?
I say that to my nieces. Aunt Jaycee's really tired right now. I love you, but can you just let me go back to
and-
sleep for a little bit?
What do they do?
What do they do? Okay. 30 seconds later, Jaycee, are you ready to wake up yet? No. Give me
Go
10
away.
more minutes. I woke up to my niece one day after I told her to just give me some time. She went, snuck, got her makeup, and I woke up to her putting eyeshadow on me. I had one blue eye. She's leaning over me with the makeup brush. I'm almost done. I just got one more spot to do. I'm like, whoa, you can do my makeup when I'm awake.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway.
well, mine, I'll play with them and I'll be like sleeping, and then they'll be like, "Bee!" like yelling, and I'm like, "Shut up!" like, and then I'm just like, acting like I'm sleeping, and then they'll come and jump on me, and I'm like, and then like they'll push their hands all on my chest, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want your whole body on me. Like, I'm like, get off me. I'm like, I'm awake, and they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, talking to you.
Are you sure? We can make sure you're awake.
Oh my god. But then they find it funny. So then they want me to do it again, and I'm like, I'm in pain over
Kids are
here.
hilarious.
Yeah, mine are pretty well behaved.
Mine love like jumping and like attacking me. And yelling my name. I'm like, I can hear you. And then I go,
You're like, I'm not deaf,
here,
but I might be after this.
Yeah. Well, it's so fun with like, they love hide and seek. They're at that age. And my nephew is so funny. He will come to me like shh, shh. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. And it was, we're in the middle of nowhere. Like we're in the open, and he's just shh, and he's doing it like shh.
Doing it
and I'm
loud.
like, really? They're never going to hear you. But it's just so funny.
Kids are hilarious.
Yes. But it's just so cute because he goes, shh. And I'm like, oh my god, you're so, how are you so damn adorable? I can't. Like, being an aunt is the best thing.
Oh, it is. It's so fun.
Yes. But yeah, when Joey was getting woken up, I was like, yeah, I can feel that.
Yeah.
I know those
How
times.
old is Alexander now?
She said he's 4.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently she's only tired because Audrey kept her up all night, probably talking.
Drunk.
She doesn't say drunk.
And now Joey's dad walks in after Alex leaves to tell her that there's somebody outside waiting for her.
Ooh, I like that part.
I don't know if it's going to go on the board or not, but really, Jaycee. She's getting the marker ready. You really want to, don't you? I had an issue with Joey in this because her dad says you don't want to keep him waiting, right?
Mm-hmm.
She comes out of her bedroom slowly, looks at the tree, touches the tree, and then looks around and wanders to the door. And I'm like, he just said don't keep him waiting, and he doesn't even know who it is.
She's
and
trying
then,
to wake up still.
Didn't Alexander wake her up? But I'm just like, why did it take you that long to get to the door?
Joey don't care. She's on her own time.
Clearly, because you would want to see who's at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because your dad said he doesn't know who it is, which would mean it's not Pacey, it's not Dawson.
How does he know her address?
Looked it up.
Maybe she told him
That
before. I don't know. I
well, he does know Capeside. That's where she's going.
Yeah, because it's not like he's going to ask, Pacey or Dawson or Jen. I don't know if Audrey would tell him.
Right. I'm curious. Or can you look people up in the phone book like that?
Oh yeah, the phone book. That's probably because he probably knows it's the B&B. So.
There you go. Just look up the B&B and you're good to go.
I'm guessing they're the only one in Capeside, that has that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're the best in the state. Shouldn't that be on there?
Yeah.
But I thought it was sweet that he gave her a Christmas tree, even though we don't even see it be put up or anything. But
he did?
Yeah, that's what he brought with him in his truck.
Oh, I missed it. That makes me like him even more.
Oh, God.
Because you just mentioned it, how she took her time looking at it and everything.
She was.
I love that he surprised her.
Well, because she said about like if you would show up, like that was kind of like a dream of hers of like show up with a Christmas tree because Bess likes the fake Christmas trees. She likes the real ones, and clearly he bought a real one.
Was it actually snowing in Capeside?
A little bit,
I want to
Because
say
there was snow when she opened the door.
Yeah,
it was snowing.
Where is Capeside?
Go ahead, Cynthia.
somewhere on the East Coast.
Go ahead, say what state.
The Mass, right?
Massachusetts?
Yeah. I can't say that for
Say
my
it.
life.
Okay, we won't make Cynthia do that, but it would be entertaining.
But I think this is the first time we saw snow actually on the ground there.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Was it real snow?
I'm like, did they use a snow machine?
Because I'm
doesn't
not
look
gonna lie,
real.
when Pacey walked outside and he stepped in it, I went.
Didn't look real.
And when we step in snow, it sinks with our footprint.
Yeah.
It didn't. It kind of like went back up, kind of a little. When I
It was just fluff.
I was like, literally, I was don't think so. When I watched it because when it came out, I was like, I don't know if that's real snow.
Oh wow!
But see, then I don't want to say it's not real snow because what if it is?
Right.
I don't think so.
I doubt it is.
No, I mean it was.
How could they plan for real snow?
No, I mean it was filmed in North Carolina. So
Yeah.
probably not. I'm going with no.
So it's filmed in North Carolina.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
But Capeside is Massachusetts.
Yeah. Around there, yeah.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't film.
That's why I was confused because I thought it was North Carolina. And I'm like, how is there snow like that?
That's why I don't like when shows, and this is any show, when they don't film in that state.
Right. It's
I'm
not
not
as accurate.
Well, that's why it was a bummer when I listened to Pod Meets World and they happened to say that the show right next to them that was filming was Home Improvement. And I was like,
way.
You ruined it for me. I wanted to, in my mind, think it was filmed in Michigan, okay? Because
Yeah.
that's what they said.
I thought it was.
Thank you. And then when they talked about it, I went, no.
It really
don't.
wasn't?
No.
You're kidding me.
It was in the lot.
You just ruined that for me.
They ruined it for me.
Sister was supposed to take place in Michigan too. But
Yeah.
I think they
What
filmed
was?
here. Sister?
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Detroit?
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
is that why Tamara got into U of M?
Probably.
Maybe, yeah. She was, thinking about going there.
Wait, in real life?
No.
Oh.
Show.
Yeah.
I just came
yeah.
across it on a
That's
Facebook
cool.
reel, and
Yeah.
she got accepted to University of Michigan, and I went,
Yeah. Yep, it was taking place there.
yeah, I'm sure it wasn't filmed there. But yes, that ruined it for me, because I was like, come on now, because we know what a big deal Tim Allen makes Michigan.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't he film his show in Michigan? And then
Wow.
to find out, as an adult,
Not in
that's
Michigan.
real, I was mad. I was like, thank you, Will, Danielle, and Ryder, for that. That news I didn't want to know.
And then we see Audrey go through the medicine cabinet in the bathroom, and
I missed that part.
yeah.
I
And
feel like she did it a couple times.
Yeah,
looking for
she did
stuff.
it once at Bess's and then the next one at Gail's.
Mm.
But at Bess, she didn't find anything.
No, would you just randomly go through someone's medicine?
Me, no.
And like, if you want to take something, wouldn't you ask?
But she's not taking it for the right reason.
No, but why doesn't she just say, I have a headache? Do you have anything?
Because they're not going to give her the strong stuff. They're going to give her some Tylenol. They're not going to give her Vicodin or whatever she took.
Yeah, so then she takes another sip of alcohol.
She knows what she's doing.
Well, then why didn't she go to the store and just pick something up before she got to Capeside?
You can't just go buy that.
Well,
I have a prescription.
yes, but it's TV, so maybe they did.
And then this was the beginning of the end of her episode because,
Huh?
well, in
What?
her downfall in the episode.
Yeah.
Because in the reflection in the bathroom, she says, nobody likes you. You are a loser and don't forget it.
Instead of positive affirmations, she's doing negative affirmations.
Oh, so she's like Brittany.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. She was being really hard on herself.
Mm-hmm. And then she walks back into the living room where she asks Joey's dad where Tony and Maria are, referring to the West Side Story.
I've never seen that.
I've seen both movies, the original and the recent one a few years ago.
So is she still holding this grudge with Eddie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
that was a couple episodes ago that he stopped her from drinking because she was out of control, and she's still harboring
So he
it.
was doing it for her own good.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Because she has an issue. She has a problem.
Because then she goes, oh, that boyfriend. And it's like...
That's why she started talking down upon him to Joey's dad.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Audrey says Joey seems to like him and that
don't know why. That's what she says.
Yeah. But that he's the, seems to be the best of Pacey and Dawson. So it makes him the T-1000 of love interest.
Okay, I had the issue with that one.
I don't think he's like either of them.
Mm-mm.
No. I mean, each one of them are different.
She's just trying to make him seem like a bad guy.
That's why there's a Team Dawson and a Team Pacey, because they're not similar.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Eddie doesn't really have a team, because, well, there's only two teams. It's Jaycee, so you got to get on board with one of them.
Nah, I'm with Eddie.
And then Audrey asks Mike what prison was like, of course.
She's she just won't let this prison go. Well, how about she go to prison?
She probably
and then
wants
she'll
to.
figure it out.
She's probably headed that way.
And Eddie says he only went to Capeside to see Joey because he misses her. And then that's when her dad comes out.
Sweet.
And he walked out when they were kissing, so it was kind of awkward. Seeing
Oh,
them
yeah, that would
stand
be.
there.
Who?
Mike, Joey's dad, walks out when they were kissing.
I don't like him.
I don't like him.
I don't, because I have an issue with him.
What's your issue?
My issue is, where has he been?
Prison.
He has not been a good father. And he is acting as if he's been this role model father.
He still cares.
Mm-hmm. He's actually been out of
Oh,
prison
there
now.
goes your first negativity.
He's actually been out of prison now for a little while. Because he actually got out and just didn't tell the girls. For
What?
Yeah, so what kind of father is that?
Yeah,
Thank you, Cynthia.
He didn't reach out to them. Joey found out.
Okay, that is messed up.
Joey wanted to know.
Yeah, because she went to go visit him, and that's when she found out he was released.
She was going to go visit him in prison.
Mm-hmm.
He's an ass. Okay, but then he finds this stuff out from Audrey.
Mm-hmm.
And, he's on this I hate Eddie, right? And I don't like it because when he talks to Eddie, Eddie was like, oh, she's a great girl and stuff.
Yeah.
Mr. Potter says, I know she is. How the hell does he know she is?
It's his daughter, of course she is.
But how does he know? He's never been, he hasn't been around all these years.
Yeah, he's just still got that protective instinct, I'm sure. But yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, I'm like, I could see Mitch saying that because he knows Joey.
Mm-hmm.
But Mike Potter does not know Joey. So
No.
that's what I had an
Not
issue
to
with.
the extent he thinks he does.
I don't know why he feels the need to basically compare himself to Eddie when who's left the family and went to prison?
Maybe he's worried
Twice?
Eddie is like him.
Oh, yeah. Especially after Eddie says he's not going to school or he doesn't have a job right now.
Yeah, I bet you he sees himself and Eddie, or Eddie and
Yeah.
and knows he's not the best fit for Joey because that's how he was.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised that Eddie didn't say why he doesn't have a job.
Right. Or that Mike didn't ask him.
Right.
Because he says, well, it just didn't work out like Eddie. Really?
Mm-hmm.
There was a reason why.
Yep.
Her name's Joey Potter.
Yeah.
And then after that, the next scene, Dawson gets dressed in his room and looks at the pictures of everyone.
Oh,
on
I
his
will
walls.
say that when Eddie and Joey walk up, or when they walk up to Dawson's,
Mm-hmm.
it was funny because he was like, why are we here? I was like, oh my god.
I did think this, like, why are we going to your ex-boyfriends, your ex-lovers? Yeah, this could be amazing.
No, but I have another question. Why is Pacey there? Him and Dawson are not
Because
friends.
everyone's invited.
Yeah.
Okay, Dawson would not invite Pacey.
Gail
Yeah,
invited.
Gail did.
Because remember, it was the Christmas party, and he was like, what are you doing here? And it's like, really?
I don't think they're in a feud like that anymore, though. They're
Right,
just
they're
not.
just not close or distant.
They're just not friends.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't invite your friend. Or
Gail
your
did.
non-friend.
Gail invited him.
She probably doesn't even know that they don't really talk.
But she's clueless. I'm just...
Well, she probably still loves Pacey.
Hmm.
That was probably like another son to her.
Yeah, and he was there for Mitch's funeral too, so.
Well, how could you not love him?
I know.
Yeah, so then Natasha walks in Dawson's room, and apparently Todd is passed out on the couch.
Natasha.
Okay, there was no lock on that door. All Gail's doing is cooking. She could very easily head upstairs.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, why would she?
Because it's our house.
Mm-hmm.
Why would she go in Dawson's room with his door shut?
Well, technically it's not his room, even though it kind of looks the same since he left.
Well, she said it's his childhood bedroom. That's what Natasha
Well, actually,
said.
we don't even know where he stays. We just know where he works, but
Oh.
we don't know where he lives. Could he
In the
be
trailer?
living there, maybe? When he's not working? Or did he
Yeah.
crash with Todd? We don't know.
Mm.
Or a hotel, probably. I don't know. But
Oh, yeah. Probably the hotel.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
wasn't it the hotel that Natasha
Yeah.
went to go see him after?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I was just like,
Nasty.
But the door isn't locked, and she wants to sleep with him right then and there.
mm-hmm.
She's a...
And then you knew he wasn't going to do it because it was right after. It was right after he looked at the pictures of the past.
Yeah. You could tell he wasn't in the mood.
Yeah, and still thinking about Max.
Well, and I liked it too that on the wall was the prom picture of all of them because
I didn't notice that.
Gretchen was in it, and then
Gretchen.
the other picture was the one where Andy said goodbye.
Yeah.
And all of them were in it. So I liked that those were on the wall because sometimes they can cut people out. So
yeah.
I was just happy that we got to see because it is the past.
Yeah.
Let's keep it, in the show.
Keep it the same, yeah.
And then Dawson tells Natasha how he knows that she lied to him about being alone in her hotel room that one night because he saw her with Max.
Ugh.
Didn't like Max.
No, I don't like Natasha. I don't like Natasha for lying to Dawson about something that... Ugh.
Yeah, and then when he brings it up, she's like, yeah, so, like, Max was leaving my room. Like, what's the big deal? And then we finally know, what she's thinking about this relationship versus Dawson.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's like, oh, she thinks it's no big deal just sleeping around and then trying to sleep with Dawson. And, oh, no. What'd you write? What did you write?
Good tally.
Jaycee won. I don't like it.
And that's when Natasha says, like, they're just having fun. Like, it's not serious. At least that's what she thought they were doing.
If it's not serious, why is she at his family's Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then she was so upset about Joey, too, being dumped for her.
Yeah, especially when she ran into her.
Right.
It was like...
She made a scene.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's who she is. It's... yeah. I didn't like Natasha, but...
I hate her.
Yeah, because she, gets annoyed and asks Dawson if he's on his period right now.
Yeah.
And then Dawson says that she just gets a thrill out of screwing the help.
She does, though.
She wants
She
them
likes
when
to
she
have her-
wants them, and that's it.
Yeah, she likes to have her way with people.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because she's like, what, you don't want to do it with your successful actress girlfriend in your childhood bedroom? And I went,
Yeah.
First of all, I don't know how well you are as an actress.
Right.
I mean, let's not, you're not that.
Toot your own horn.
Yeah. I'm like, let's not get carried away here.
So Joey gets there with Eddie, and was Bess there?
I don't remember seeing her at the
I think
party.
it was just Joey and Eddie that actually were there.
Well, the dad, Mr.
Oh,
Potter.
yeah.
It was everybody but Bess, basically.
Where was Beth?
She must
Running
have
the
been.
inn? Or the bed and breakfast?
Well, she must have been with Alexander.
Mm-hmm. And Bodie, because
Yeah.
Joey did mention him,
maybe
too.
they're with his family?
Maybe they got Lily too.
You never know.
Maybe it must be an adult only, and they had to watch the kids.
Yeah,
well,
maybe.
good thing it was an adult only.
Yeah, so when Eddie and Joey are walking up toward the door, Eddie says he has no beef with Dawson, but if Dawson has beef with him, he thinks he could take him. Do you think he could, Jaycee?
Oh my God, could he ever take Dawson?
Mm-hmm.
You think so, Brittany?
Pacey.
That's why she keeps saying it. I'm saying he's not a part of the scenario.
He's not a
but,
part of the scenario, Brittany.
Yeah.
Negativity strike. You know he could take Dawson.
He did punch Jack and Pacey.
He did? I missed that one. Ooh.
What do you mean you missed?
I didn't watch that one.
No, he
Can
punched...
you explain it to her?
Yeah, he punched Jack at the, what was it?
Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Why?
Because Dawson found out that...
Jack kissed
Oh,
Joey.
Dawson. I thought you meant Eddie.
No.
I'm like, you're kidding me. When?
And then, of course, when Pacey and Dawson had that fight, too.
Yeah, but Eddie is stronger. Look at how he whooped that professor. You know, he's a scrapper. You can tell. Dawson, not so much.
Oh my god. I'm not so sure.
If I had to pick one to defend me, it would be Eddie.
Pacey.
But Pacey's not a part of this.
Yeah, if you keep saying his name, that should definitely go on the board.
Yep, that's going on the board.
How?
Because we're not talking about Pacey.
That's a little mark.
You want another one?
And then Pacey and Doug arrive in Pacey's car because Doug is driving it.
Where's the police car?
And then Pacey had given their dad a Palm Pilot. I actually had to look that up.
What is it?
It's my family had one of these. It was those little tablet things, like kind of thick with the little pen that you would write, like the first touch screen kind of thing
Oh.
in the early 2000s. I just didn't know the name
How
of
did
it.
they work?
Because it was like a little planner you could use to write with, or yeah. My dad had one, but I don't think he really used it. It's just like a electronic.
I can't see your dad using a little planner. Like
Yeah,
that.
it was just the little.
Oh, wow.
Can you see Brittany?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
the little pen.
I never really saw one of those.
I've heard of them, but yeah, that's the first time I've seen what it looked like.
Yeah.
And so in that time, it's probably pretty expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's why Doug's questioning like Pacey and his money and everything because he's getting them all these gifts and everything.
I will say, I know you like when I'm mean to Pacey. I don't think Pacey should be spending all of his money.
He's just
think he
trying to
should
show
be-
off.
He got himself a new car. He's buying gifts. I mean, I just feel like he should be. Is he saving any?
Doesn't seem like it.
I feel like he should be saving his money
For a rainy day, right?
or if he loses his job and then he has to take care of Jaycee.
Yeah.
He really needs to think about his future there.
Yeah, he even got Doug a new watch too after something else Ari gave him. And Pacey says he's just jealous that he's making that much money.
He's gotta be.
And then this is when we see Audrey go through the medicine cabinet now at Gail's and does find something, some pills. She takes them.
Ugh.
And then at the dining room table, Grams and Jen get there.
Were Grams and Jen shown in church earlier?
Yeah.
I thought I caught a glimpse of that, but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure.
And then when it was funny because when Grams was going to sit down, Audrey beat her to and almost kind of like made her fall to the floor, missing the chair.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Rude.
If you remind me, we can look that up.
Yeah.
Well, no, I thought it was funny because when when Grams walks in and then she's about to sit down and Gail goes, Evelyn, would you mind saying grace? And then she was like about to go, and then Ty goes, I will, and Dawson's like looking at Gail. No,
Yeah,
don't, don't.
And he's all drunk.
And then it's kind of like, all right. And she never really, I don't think she really said really.
Okay, yeah. Like, go ahead.
He
Yeah,
just took
he
it
just
upon
did. He started
himself.
talking, and it was like, really? I don't know if you're supposed to just start talking.
Yeah, and then he starts off with, like, I know you all know me, but I don't know you, and it's sad because, because, like, he's a,
You guys are the people I make
yeah.
films for.
You guys are the little people.
Yeah, he said it's sad because regular people like you are his target audience. So.
Ah!
And then he says, except for Jen, who he calls Blondie. He said she looks familiar. Jen explains Todd hit on her when they shared a plane ride from Boston
He said,
to
did
New
we
York.
shag?
I know. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my. And Jen,
In front
the
of
whole
everybody.
time, was just laughing. Oh my
Yeah.
God. It was so. I just liked watching everybody's faces.
Yeah.
Especially
'cause
Gail's and Graham's.
Oh, Gail.
Well, and Jen, she's just laughing. She's just laughing through the whole
She's
thing.
just enjoying the shit show.
Yeah.
I would too.
And he's relieved that they didn't because he said that would be embarrassing, as if he didn't already embarrass himself.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's a
gosh.
little too drunk. I don't think he knows what he's saying or cares.
Mm-mm.
And then he goes to Sam what he's thankful for, Gail for inviting them to her lovely home. And then I thought it was sweet how he talked about Dawson, how he's grateful for him.
That was nice.
He kind of went on and on.
Yeah,
I love Dawson.
Yeah, he's like, I love him, Dawson. Like talking to Dawson.
Yeah. I love him, Dawson. I love him.
But then
and then it was funny because when he was talking to him, Natasha was laughing too, and it was just like, oh my God, everybody was just like,
yeah, because Todd
what is
blurted
this?
out
It was very entertaining.
that Dawson got into himself a sexual relationship with a beautiful woman.
Oh, yeah.
But then,
You didn't like that part?
Then, did you catch how he said that relationship reminds him of his from his first movie with someone who was underage, but they don't talk about it.
I did not catch that.
No, I think because I was watching everybody that I missed it.
Oh my gosh.
He just kept going on and on. So
What is it with this show and that?
Yeah. I don't know.
Negativity for me. But for real.
That is a good point, though. It seems like every adult almost in this show gets into a relationship with a
child.
minor. Mm-hmm.
Cynthia get one too?
What?
It's true. It's not negative. It's true.
What?
Well, and then Doug was there too, but of course he doesn't say anything to this comment.
Yeah, he's a cop.
And then, yeah.
Not a very good one.
No.
Dawson tells Todd to wrap it up, and Todd just asks Gail to forgive him and then says nothing else. And then that's when Mike starts chiming in about how he's
I don't like Mike. Oh my God.
How, what Dawson's done with his life.
I've known Dawson since he was a kid.
Really, have you? Where you been?
And then he asks Dawson if maybe that there's a job opening for Eddie.
And then Todd steps in. I think we didn't fill that PA, did we? I'm like,
yeah, that's funny. He brought that up again.
What? And then Eddie goes, I'm not interested in movies and stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is bad.
That was hilarious.
But think if you're Eddie. You don't know these people.
No.
You just got with Joey. And
how awkward
her dad brings this up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I would walk out.
I would be mortified, yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be like, we're done. I can't deal with this.
Yeah, that was something that Joey told him to stop and that he's being a dick.
Mm-hmm.
She actually said that. And then Audrey helps Eddie this time and asks Mike, how was prison? Like, you can't talk about Eddie.
Isn't this like the third time she's said it?
Yeah, but at least she was sticking up for Eddie this time versus the last time.
Why don't you think he's good enough for your daughter?
Yeah. And Dawson laughs.
She was just going after everything.
I thought it was funny.
Oh, it was.
Her calling everyone out on their BS.
And how, you guys aren't so, like, picture perfect. This little group and stuff. And it was just so
She
good.
told it how it was.
Yeah.
I mean, not the nicest way, but...
Yeah, because she just said she was trying to help Joe Dirt over there when Joey
I
her
love
shot.
that reference, the Joe Dirt reference.
Mm-hmm. So she kind of went backtracking and helping him. Yes, Brittany again with your hand.
Okay. No. This is a throwback. Remember when I said it's going to come full circle, Cynthia?
Mm-hmm.
She calls Joey Audrey Hepburn over there to Pacey. And Pacey called Joey, Audrey Hepburn, when they're walking down the steps at the Worthington party in season 4. And then when he said that, I went, Audrey's going to say it in season 6. Oh my God.
You knew it?
Yes, I knew it because I remember this. And I remember her outburst. And I remember her calling her Audrey Hepburn. That's why I was like, wait,
She's jealous.
Pacey called her that in season 4. And then she's
jealous.
Okay,
of
but
Joe.
I had another thing. Why is the writers rewriting history?
What do you mean rewriting history?
Audrey says to Pacey, because when he was like, to stop and stuff, she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry that Audrey Hepburn over there broke your heart all those years ago, and why you can't be in an adult relationship." And I'm like,
because she tried dating him.
no, but Joey did not break Pacey's heart. Pacey had that outburst at prom, which.
But didn't she just refuse to not get back with him?
She wanted to get back with him.
Then what does she mean?
I don't know. This is what I'm confused about, is why they're rewriting history as if...
Or that's just her version of it.
I don't know. I'm just curious.
I think she thinks that her and Pacey didn't work out just because of Joey.
Yeah, and then Jen said the same thing last time that we pointed out too. She said the same thing, that Joey broke up with him. And Audrey's the one that said that it wasn't true. Remember in the CD store?
No, Audrey said Joey broke up with him. And Jen said, no, that's not how it happened. And then then she said something, and Jen goes, I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
That's probably just how she wants to believe it happened because she's bitter about her and Pacey not working out.
Yeah, but no one says anything. If I was Joey, I'd be like, now listen.
You can't reason with a drunk person.
But I was just like, okay, so we're rewriting history. We all remember the outburst. This is something you can't, forget.
And then Audrey calls Joey the one that got away.
Yep. She's the one that got away.
She's jealous of her.
You don't think she's the one that got away?
But she's jealous of her.
Yeah.
And then when Jen, tells Audrey to stop too, then Audrey blurts out, like, how she's mad that she slept with her dream boy, aka CJ.
Well, she did.
Yeah.
But how do you like to, she said, now, Dawson and Pacey, you two can't be friends.
They're really not.
No, they're not friends.
She says they hate each other.
Yeah.
Because of Joey.
Yeah, and they'll never get over it.
Yeah, so why bother with the charade?
And then they're just, and I'm just like laughing.
She called it as it was.
And
somebody just had to say it.
Yep. She thanks Gail for the painkillers, and she keeps going about how Dawson and Joey slept together, but they never dealt with it.
Did you see Eddie looked at Joey?
Yeah.
I mean, and that is true, too. They really didn't deal with
it. It happened, and then they moved on, right?
Yeah, well, because Joey found out about Dawson having a girlfriend, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, the next day, Natasha calls, and it's like...
Oh, Natasha. Natasha's a... Ugh.
Yeah, so Audrey tells them to all grow up and stands up, and she grabs the keys, and nobody stops her.
Right, that's the thing that got me. Why didn't anyone go after her, knowing the state she's in?
Yep.
Nobody saw her grab the keys. She went into the living room and grabbed the keys.
But they knew she was walking out the door.
Yeah.
Nobody thought, oh, she's going to the car. She walked out
in the snow with no coat. Like,
that part, I was like,
maybe they thought she was just taking a walk.
After her.
Maybe they just thought she was taking a walk.
I thought she was going to kill herself on accident, but...
Yep, and so she goes right into the front door with Pacey's car. Even. Yeah. Out of all cars she grabbed.
His new car. I didn't even realize that. Oh no.
Yeah, and luckily she was unharmed, and she just passes.
That's why Pacey took the blame, because it was his car.
Yeah,
and he cares about her.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of funny when she said that she should have zagged, or she should have zagged when she zagged. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just passes on the couch.
You know what I did like though? Her insult to them all when she walked out with scum suckers. Yeah. I've never heard that one before.
No. I didn't like that Pacey did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's too nice of a guy.
I actually was on Doug's side. I don't know if it's because I'm old, but I was on Doug's side.
Well, yeah, that's going to be on the record for his whole life.
Well, it's not just that. If Audrey is this bad, and she's been this bad, she
She's
wrecked
gonna-
the bar, she almost injured people.
She needs to have some accountability.
Yes, at some point, that person needs to fall rock bottom until, and then they'll pick themselves
learn.
up. Yep. Because if you keep enabling them, they're only going to continue.
It's going to get worse.
Yes, and
What
then
if she kills somebody next time?
what if it's a kid? Like
It could be
a
so
kid.
much worse.
Yeah, I that's what I mean. Is I don't agree that Pacey should be
He should.
taking the blame.
I think it was a dumb choice.
And then he takes the blame, right?
Yeah.
His insurance is gonna go
Or,
skyrocket,
yeah, they might drop him even.
Yeah.
Go find somebody else.
and then he won't have insurance because no one's they're gonna go. You did this?
And you drove
No.
through a house? What?
Are you sure you? They might make him retake his test.
Yeah.
But then I just didn't like Doug too because then he was his whole they'll believe you because
You're
You're a
stupid.
moron.
yeah, it's like come on with this.
I hate that they put him down so much because Pacey's come a long way.
But yeah, I didn't agree with it when Doug was going back at him because he was like, well, maybe this is what she needs, and I was like, it is what she needs.
Mm-hmm.
She needs rock bottom. This is rock bottom. How
She's got to learn.
she should be lucky nobody was in the living room.
She could have killed somebody easily, yeah.
I mean, what if
Multiple people.
Well, what if she would have went through with it where they were sitting?
Yeah, the dining room, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I can't
I don't
believe
get it.
Pacey's willing to cover.
And he's not even in love with her.
No.
And he said he never was, so I don't. But I think it's his guilty.
For not giving her enough attention? Or?
Probably. He probably feels bad.
Yeah, I'm for saying what he said. I think it's. Yeah, I just feel like he's feeling guilty, so he wants to take the fall. And because I
Doing
think.
something to make himself feel better.
Well, and I think he thinks she's spiraling because of him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But she was spiraling before this.
Yep, he just doesn't know it.
Because she was partying in California. Remember, he said this is too much.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't used to this. And so she's been like this. It's not new, but it's new to him, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Pacey.
But
bad idea.
But of course, if you think that person's doing it because of you,
you're gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah. But again, he hasn't really opened his eyes because it's not him. She's been like this.
Oh, I hate that he's doing that.
And then Doug was saying how he was proud of him when he was a cook and everything, and like it was real work.
Yeah, that's something he actually enjoyed and wanted to do.
But then
it was.
Yeah, and then it kind of fell apart though when Danny left, and then the whole new boss and
that wanted to sleep with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
But I don't like that Audrey's dad is the one that gave him this job. It's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of the reason he's taking the blame.
And then Audrey's laying down in Dawson's room. She doesn't want Jen to talk to her.
She's probably embarrassed. I would be.
Well, yeah, because then she's like, just forget me. And it's
pretend I'm too far gone.
Yeah.
Which isn't far from the truth anyway, she says.
She's feeling bad. She should, though.
Yeah, and she's mad that nobody noticed that she was so screwed up until tonight.
That was my thing. I called it out last time, is she's on top of the bar, she's throwing drinks, she's...
It's a cry for help.
And Joey enabled it. She told Eddie, just give her another drink. And I'm like, no!
That's the last thing she needed.
Yeah.
And even Eddie got mad at Joey for saying that. And Jen, I don't think really thought anything of it. It's like everybody...
It was CJ who noticed.
Right. Not her friend. It's like everybody that is her friend was just like, oh, this is funny. This is funny.
Typical Audrey.
Yeah, this is what she does. Nobody thought to take an extra step and do anything to help her.
Right. And then Jen was there with her at that party and the guy. She saw how bad it was then.
Yep, when she was making out with that guy. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she thought it was just funny at first, but then she went up with that guy, and then Jen got all worried. But Yeah, that
And that
never.
was that. Yeah, nothing.
It was just the
happened
episode,
after
and
that.
good to go.
Yep, and then downstairs we see Natasha carrying her things. She left a note on the
Were you
table.
happy?
And
Bye
then,
bye, Natasha.
Yep.
Well,
She was gonna leave without saying a word.
no, she made me mad that she admitted. Well, I'm glad she finally admitted the truth to Dawson.
Yeah, but he already knew.
He did. He knew in his heart.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, ugh, what a nasty person she is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did sleep with Max. You were right.
But Max was supposed to be like this A-list celebrity.
Yeah.
Think if it was your celebrity crush.
I would.
I'm just trying to put it in this perspective for a second that if it was your celebrity crush, you would too.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he's on a TV show and he's, nobody because we've never heard of him because he's not a real actor's name.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, we can say, why would you do that? But if we put ourselves in that, sorry, but...
And they admit that they don't actually love each other.
Well, no, Dawson's in love with himself. He always has been, and he always will be.
Natasha says that Dawson isn't built for this kind of relationship, which is true.
Oh, and one day he'll make someone very happy.
Mm-hmm. And she's going to leave now before she breaks his heart and turns into a bitter cynic. Dawson says to not flatter herself. And then once again, she lets him know that Todd's passed out in the bathroom, so better check on him, see if he's alive. Kind of surprised Todd and Audrey aren't drinking together at this point.
Oh, yeah.
But at least Todd isn't trying to drive anywhere. And then Eddie and Joey walk out of the house where Eddie asks Joey if all her Christmases are like this. And then Joey was joking, saying like, no, because they usually smoke crack and worship Satan. But then Eddie turns to Joey and says that maybe she should just stay there while he goes back home because she has a lot to deal with in Capeside. And how her dad was kind of a jerk, but he wasn't completely wrong. He's not the most put together person on the planet. And then he doesn't want to deal with the ghosts of all relationships past.
I don't blame him, though.
Right.
I wouldn't either. I would be very uncomfortable in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go hang out with my ex's exes.
Right. He knew about Dawson, but he didn't know about Pacey until
right.
So.
And if Jack was there, there'd be Jack.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Eddie, and I respect him for coming to Joey and telling him exactly how he feels.
Yeah.
What do you think, Brittany?
No comment?
I love Pacey.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, then he says that even if she did go meet his family, it'd be the same situation. Like, they wouldn't believe that she was with him and everything.
Yeah.
Which is sad. Yeah, and then his family would think that Joey would only break his heart, but Joey says she has no intention of doing that.
I have no intention of breaking your heart. Well, according to Audrey, you broke Pacey's heart.
Yeah.
I still want to know how.
Yeah, so he just kisses her on the forehead and says Merry Christmas and then leaves.
Did he take the Christmas tree with him?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. And then the last scene, Joey and Dawson are on the pier. And she opens with, didn't I sleep with you once and never talk to you again?
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a throwback to, didn't we used to date? To Pacey.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Joey, are you now the comedian? You're not funny.
And Dawson talks about how if Audrey had taken them out tonight, that the last meaningful conversation between them would have been that one time in her dorm room on her birthday.
Well, I mean, he did ruin her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
By having a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Joey admits that she put everything about that in a box and pushed it far away.
Well, she almost put it. She did put it in an email. What is she talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't she say that?
And then Joey says she just spent time trying to forget that they ever meant anything to each other.
Oh, goodness.
I try to think that every day.
Why can't they just go back to being friends?
I know.
It's always got to be more than that on Dawson's Creek. I mean, on Joey's Creek.
Yeah.
And then Joey said that it's easy for her to hate Dawson because she knows that he's out there, and if anything ever happened, that he would be there for her, which didn't really make too much sense to me.
Yeah, when's he there for her?
Yeah, so then, Joey's like, how come they only end up hurting each other? And Dawson just says that they're not.
Because
doing
they're
that
not
right
meant to
now.
be.
I know. Yeah, so she just wants to stand there with the one person who can help her figure out everything and how it got this way. And then they can go back to hating each other in the morning. Dawson says he doesn't hate her.
Yeah.
He acts like it.
And she doesn't hate him either. And then they just end up smiling and leaning on each other as the camera pans up towards the stars in the sky.
They're just not really friends.
Yeah.
So my high would be Todd and Audrey's outburst. Well, it made the show better.
My high, was Audrey's ranting.
Todd wasn't funny?
No, I like Todd too, but
Todd
I didn't know I
and
could pick two.
No, you can, because it kind of
It was
all
like
went
the same
together.
scene.
Yeah, that
It
was
just
all
a big
my favorite.
scene. Yeah.
I laughed. I enjoyed it. I'm like, yeah.
You're like, go, keep going. This is funny.
Yeah.
And then for me, the low was how bad Mr. Potter was talking about Eddie in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Milo,
Is it Mr. Potter?
Natasha,
Oh my God.
and her. Yeah, I did sleep with Max.
She did. He saw it.
I know, but why couldn't she just be truthful to begin with?
Because she's an actress and Natasha's not. She likes to act a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, so my high was the same, and the low was Audrey driving through the house.
Yeah.
Killed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But it was kind of entertaining.
It was entertaining,
Like-
but she could have killed somebody.
Yes, but I feel like it's what the show needed.
Mm-hmm.
Because this might be a little mark on my board, but the show never really has anything interesting and like jaw dropping
This
too.
one did.
Yeah, so we needed that, and so
I think that's a positive for you, Brittany.
I tried to spin it.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
So yeah, that's why I did like it only because I think the show needed it. Just like they needed everyone's
It
outburst.
did.
It was funny. Because really, what was happening without those scenes? Nothing really.
Right.
It would have been boring.
Yeah, it made the show.
It did.
And then rating?
So I would rate this a 9.
Wow.
I gave it a 9 too. It's my first 9.
I love
Cynthia.
I'd say like an 8.
Oh my-
Okay.
Yes, I thought all of that together. I was like, this is actually entertaining. It's gotta be high up there.
Yes.
And then worst and best characters?
Jaycee.
My worst was Natasha.
Oh my God, you got a thing with Natasha.
I hate her. My best, Eddie. He showed up for Joey. I like him. You guys? Who wants to go first?
Cynthia.
Well, my best was Gail, just because she was nice enough to invite everyone over at her house.
Now she's
I
got a
like
wrecked
that.
house. Now she's got a wrecked house.
Yeah, she does, poor lady.
Yeah. I mean,
And it's snowing outside.
yeah.
Could you imagine, Jaycee?
Oh, yeah, it's the worst time to lose the front of your house. I guess you'll have to stay at the B&B, her and Lily, for a while.
Oh, yeah. Thank God for having some friends that own one.
And then Audrey's parents are rich, so I feel like they could easily buy give the money that she needs to reconstruct the part of her house.
Yeah, but did you hear what Doug said?
What?
He said you'd have to pay for this.
Oh, Pacey.
As in, like, money-wise. And I was like,
Mhm.
wouldn't Audrey's parents have to pay for it? She
Not
did
at all.
it.
Because
covering
he's
up.
taking the
The
blame.
blame, yeah.
Yeah, but she did it.
Yeah, but he doesn't want anybody to ever know she did it besides
God.
them.
Yeah. And I put the worst as Audrey just because she should have known better than to drive any car. when she's
Yeah.
like that. 'Cause she was both drunk and high on the painkiller, so.
You can't completely blame somebody for having whatever she's got going on, some kind of illness, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can a little bit blame it, but she needs help.
Mm-hmm. What about you guys? Best and worst character, or Brittany?
So, my worst, I'm going with you.
With both mine?
No, not both.
Oh.
Audrey.
Okay, yeah.
She wrecked Gail's house.
She did.
Gail's perfectly fine house. Like,
That was
your
pretty
house.
messed up.
Yeah, because she took Pacey's card. She wasn't even her card.
Yes,
so.
exactly. If you want to ruin anything, wreck your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wreck your own house, wreck your own car.
She wasn't in the right state of mind, though. I don't think
Okay,
she was sober.
But then she took Gail's pills.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's also a thief.
She's probably an addict.
So at this point, I would think so.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you just don't do that. I mean, and Gail welcomed you into her home, and then you go and ruin her home.
She does. Yeah, she needs some rehab.
Yeah.
Joey was right.
You're gonna be spending next semester in rehab.
Yeah.
And then for me, the best I picked. Pacey. Hell no.
Who'd you pick?
Pacey. I told you I didn't like what he did.
Yeah.
What a fool he is.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I could see if it was like Joey or something, because that's the love of his life. But for Audrey, I'm kind of confused on that one. So for me, no, the best was Eddie, because he first said he wasn't gonna go, because why would he?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't. And then he showed up with a Christmas tree.
Yes.
I mean, and then he stayed. I told you I'd have left as soon as Mr. Potter was.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Potter was actually an ass before the dinner.
He was.
Because remember, he said, your dad, is he like always like this? And Joey goes, what'd he say? And then he saw Joey's face.
I don't think he wanted to hurt her.
He protected her, and he just said, nothing. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and then, of course, the outburst. And I'm like, see, I would have left. If I was Eddie, I would have left when it was just the two of us.
He's a good man for staying there with her.
Yeah. I was like, no. And then Mr. Potter's got
So you're Team Eddie now?
This episode. Okay, I will say, if Joey cannot be with Pacey, I would want her with Eddie.
Okay, I respect that.
Because, I mean, she can't be with Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie.
We don't know where he is.
Well, and it's hard because we never really got to see him fully develop in a relationship with
Right.
Joey. We saw him with Jen, that was bad. So I just kind of wish for Charlie we would have seen more.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to see how that relationship went before he left.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Because Joey was starting to like him.
Oh, yeah.
And he was liking her. And then he left. And I'm like, no! You can't just leave like that!
No.
We didn't get to see anything! So the other choice is Eddie. I mean, either that or all these professors that she is.
And definitely not that.
Yeah, so Eddie's the other choice. And then what's the next episode?
Episode 11, Day Out of Days. That will be the first episode of 2003.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. I was still 9 years old.
I was in 3rd grade. I know that much.
Yeah.
Because it's easy for us to remember.
Mm-hmm.
3rd grade.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Yep. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for being with us, Jaycee.
Bye. Yeah. Thanks for having me again.
Yep.
I'll find another episode for you that's good.
Oh, yeah. Can't
But you got to be on the Pacey and Joey train.
If Eddie's gone, we'll see how it pans out.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Duo Chat. If you want to chime in with your opinion about the episode and the show we discussed, you can email us at duochatpodcast@gmail.com. And to keep up with updates about the podcast, you can follow us at Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Duo Chat Podcast. And give us a review wherever you listen to podcasts. We would really appreciate it.